Hey everybody, welcome back to another collab video. It's been a little bit, it's been about a week since I've done a video on this channel. Just for a brief explanation, I have been pretty busy to say the least. Just a lot of stuff going on in my life right now, just with jobs and, with just schooling and hobbies in general, and some other things going on. But it's just been pretty hectic. Just to put it in perspective for you guys, my anxiety level reached its peak earlier this week. I was pretty anxious, and I'm doing tentatively fine right now. I mean, just gotta. My dad's kind of put it best is that you're gonna have some stress in life, so you just kind of have to deal with it. You're going to have some level of stress in life. You just gotta learn how to manage it. Um, but it's just a lot of stuff being thrown at me at once, and a lot of stuff that I need to prioritize at the same time, and also trying to please all sides as well. So yeah, it's just been a lot, but I always come back to movies for my place of comfort. And we have a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things that I had missed, and some stuff that happened today. Now, I know you guys are thinking, where's the Mortal Kombat review? I will get to Mortal Kombat very, very soon. Hopefully this weekend. I have some time tomorrow, so maybe I can just watch it tomorrow. But yeah, or maybe tonight. Who knows? But yeah, so we're gonna do this news topic video because there's a lot of stuff that's been happening, and I want to get into that stuff and just want to provide an explanation for what's been going on. Just been busy with a couple things there and there, and yeah, so I will be getting back into doing some reviews and also some more collab videos as well. But nonetheless, let's get into our video for today. So, first topic for today. This happened. This got announced today, which I was actually expecting something completely different. But surprises are surprises, eh? We are getting a Captain America 4. So, Captain America 4 is in development with Malcolm Spellman, the showrunner of Falcon and Winter Soldier, which we'll be talking about in a second. He's currently writing the script alongside Dallin Mooson, I think that's how you say his last name, who is a staff writer for Falcon and Winter Soldier. No plot details yet, no director attached. And we're going to get into some spoilers right now for Falcon and Winter Soldier, so if you've not seen the latest episode or you've not seen the series itself, go watch it on Disney Plus, because I'm going to be talking in spoilers, because I just have to, in regards to talking about Captain America 4 and what I believe the story might be about, and my ultimate thoughts on just the idea of doing a fourth film. So first things first, the idea of doing a fourth Captain America film, I don't know why I didn't expect it, but I feel like I should have, because it's pretty obvious. I mean, we were probably going to get a Captain America 4 at some point. Now knowing, spoilers in 3, 2, 1, knowing now that Sam is now the new Captain America, it made sense that we would get a fourth film down the line. Now, I actually thought this would be something down the line, not something right away. And to me, this doesn't seem like a idea that was just done in the moment. This seems like something that they have been developing for a while now. It seems like that they had the intentions of doing this film right after Falcon and Winter Soldier. But I think that it's also a little strange for me, because I was really thinking that they were going to announce a second season. I didn't think that they would move forward with a film. I thought they were going to keep it with the Disney Plus series and have Falcon and Winter Soldier be one of those returning shows. But it looks like that is no longer the case. It looks like Falcon and Winter Soldier is in fact a limited series, and that story will be spilled over, as WandaVision is being spilled over to Doctor Strange 2. This story is going to be spilled over to Captain America 4. Now, where will Captain America 4 fall on the dates? When will it be released? Who knows? I think this is probably not coming out for a couple of years, because we've got a lot of films that are coming. Another which we'll talk about in a little bit in the MCU. But I really liked the other Captain America films. I liked the first Avenger a lot. Winter Soldier was great. Really liked Civil War. Civil War was one of my favorite theater experiences I had in recent years. I still remember sitting in the seats with my friends, and we were just having a blast with it. It was a lot of fun. Um, but beyond that, though, I've expressed on this channel that I've not been digging Marvel's formula lately. It's just been very familiar for me, and I want them to change things up a lot. And I was hoping that Falcon and Winter Soldier might be at a different pace of things. And I'm gonna do a recap of the show itself, but to put it short, I was disappointed by the show, and I was wanting more from the show, and I was very let down in terms of how they were telling their story. Not necessarily the idea of the story, but more or less how they were telling the story, the execution of said story, and the development of certain characters I didn't agree with, and I didn't like because it made me resentful towards certain characters, and the show didn't want me to feel that way, and yet I did feel that way. Um, so I wasn't, I didn't mind the show. I just didn't, I wasn't as blown away as some people were. But nevertheless, though, I'm interested for Captain America 4. I like Anthony Mackie in this role. I think he's charming and fun. It's for him to be the new Captain America. I don't really like the suit, but um, I'm I'm interested to see where they take the story. Some elements in the show, like the Sharon Carter thing, that was obvious. That was very obvious to me. I knew like when she walked on screen the first time, I was like, she's probably Power Broker. And spoilers, well, I wasn't wrong. But um, the yeah, I think that this is an idea that they had developed simultaneously with Falcon and Winter Soldier, or maybe it was like a middle ground. Maybe they were trying to figure out how are we going to continue the story of Captain America, and they were thinking, well, maybe we can do it as a series, or we can do it as a fourth film. So they made a compromise and said, let's just meet in the middle and have the beginning of the story happen in a series format, and then we'll spill this over into a film. Um, to which I then ask, why do a film? Because if you're committing to a series already, and you have a format of presenting such material, why then take that away and just do it, and then go into a 2.5 hour feature, assumedly, because this movie's not going to be like 3.5 hours or something. Um, so it's a little strange, the transition of such things, but nevertheless, though, I am excited to see what they do with Captain America 4, now with Anthony Mackie now being the new Captain America. Um, and obviously, Sebastian Stan will be there. I forget the actress who plays Sharon Carter. Emily Van Camp will be there as well. I assume Daniel Burr will be back as Baron Zemo. And of course, John Walker by Wyatt Russell will definitely be in there as well. But um, yeah, I think that there's some interesting stories that they can tell with this fourth film. But you're not going to see this for a while. I think that this will probably be, give it a good 3 or 4 years. This is not something that's going to come out immediately. So it's definitely in the pipeline, but not something that's ready to go just yet. I mean, they're writing the script right now, but I don't think it was something that just popped up like, oh, we're going to do a fourth film now because this series was successful. I think that their intent was always to do a fourth film. That's what I mean. And I don't like that that's the intentions. I wish that they just moved forward with a second season. But again, if it was mapped out to lead into a fourth film, I still don't think it was all that deserving because I didn't love the show. But I'm still interested to see a fourth film nonetheless, and hoping that they stick the landing. I'm not that. It doesn't give me much confidence to know that they are bringing in the showrunner and the staff writer, because that was also one of my issues with the show, was that the direction and the structure of said scenes, I wasn't really huge on Malcolm's style. So yeah, I'm not super happy to know that they're going to be writing this. But maybe they'll improve. Who knows? Because the production on Falcon and Winter Soldier was a little bit troubled because of the pandemic, obviously. But I think that there is potential for this movie to be good. I just think that from what I saw in Falcon and Winter Soldier, I am a little bit nervous, but we'll see. So. Speaking of Marvel, let's transition into our next topic for today, which is, of course, Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi had its first trailer release not too long ago, Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings, starring Shimu Liu, I think that's how you say his name, playing the title character, Aquafina, and Michelle Yeoh. Directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, if that name sounds familiar. He directed a couple of, I would say, some well-known films. Short Term 12, starring Brie Larson, and Just Mercy very recently with Jamie Foxx, Michael B. Jordan, and Brie Larson again. The film is set to be released on September 3rd, 2021 in theaters, so it's not doing any of the streaming tactics that Black Widow is doing right now. Now, seeing the trailer, it looks fine. It looks fine. I think that's my ultimate thought when I saw Shang-Chi, is that I think it looks fine. Again, it is playing on that same Marvel formula again, but I will say one thing. I do think that visually, I do like what they're going for. I like this approach. I like this, the landscapes. They look interesting, and I am interested to know how their environment and their culture operate, and just seeing where Shang-Chi comes from. I think that's going to be an interesting element to bring into the MCU. But more or less, though, it is still the same formula. It is the same structure. It is the same jokes, and I'm getting tired of that. I want to see something completely fresh and new. That's why I'm really excited for something like Moon Knight, which I think has huge potential to be something extremely different and something completely new to the MCU. This feels more the same. I don't hate it, but it feels more the same. The only differences are culturally speaking. And I like what I'm seeing. Don't get me wrong, the culture stuff looks really interesting. I think there's a tiger, a big-ass tiger, running around. I love martial arts and samurais. I love those stories. One of my favorite movies of all time, The Seven Samurai. I think Akira Kurosawa is the greatest filmmaker of all time. I love his work. Rashomon, Yojimbo, Hidden Fortress. I'm trying to remember. There's one of his I didn't see with Akira. I haven't seen Akira yet. What was that other film they did though? I'm trying to remember. So Seven Samurai, Rashomon, Yojimbo, Hidden Fortress. I know I missed another one. It wasn't Run or Ran, whatever that one was, from the late 80s. I'm trying to remember. There was another one. I forget. I forgot at the moment, but it'll come back to me. Throne of Blood. Yes, that one. I love Throne of Blood. That'd be my favorite favorite Kurosawa film. My favorite, obviously. Actually, no, that'd be my favorite. Or actually, I don't know. Actually, I gotta rewatch Seven Samurai and Throne of Blood and see which one's my favorite. But I know Seven Samurai is one of the greatest films of all time. That's one of my favorite films of all time. But Throne of Blood is right behind it. But maybe it might change if I watch it again. But anyways, I like samurai films, and I like the culture of samurais, just based off of an entertainment medium. Not, I don't know rich history on the samurais and stuff, but nevertheless, though, Shang-Chi looks interesting. I will say it doesn't look great to me, but because it's retaining the same formula as the Marvel films have always had, but I'm gonna check it out, and I'm hoping it will stick the landing and hopefully make an impression on me. But from what I'm seeing, it looks more the same. But hopefully it brings in a new layer for the MCU that we haven't seen before. So now, speaking of bringing layers to things and bringing stuff that we've never seen before, Fast and Furious. Okay. So the new trailer for Fast and Furious 9, or as they're calling it, F9, which I think is a really weird title, they released a new trailer. Of course, starring Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Charlize Theron is coming back, and newcomer John Cena. Directed by Justin Lin, who has, of course, directed a lot of the Fast and Furious movies, and directed a Star Trek film, Star Trek Beyond, which I really liked. It is set to be released this year on June 25th in theaters. Had a new trailer, and it is bonkers. It is bonkers. It is just a WTF trailer, because there's so many weird things that this franchise is doing. They're going to space. Guys, they're going to space. I mean, this is the extent. This is where we're at with Fast and Furious. We are finally going into space. We have magnets on vehicles. We have uh, uh, fuel trucks smashing into airplanes and stuff. Like it's bonkers. It's bonkers, and I kind of dig it. Because listen, at this point, if you don't rock with Fast and Furious, I understand, because it's an absurd series. It goes off the rails. A lot of the continuity doesn't add up, and it's silly. It's very, very silly. And I'm not walking into this expecting the next Shakespeare or anything. And I'm probably going to notice a lot of those same issues that I had with the other Fast and Furious films, possibly translated here. But that being said, though, the absurdity that these movies have is entertaining, and I want to see it more of it. So I will be seeing this, because it's just absurd. A lot of the stuff they're doing is crazy and it's silly, but it makes me want to see the movie. So I'm curious to see the stunts and all the stuff. The story I could care less about. I mean, it's Fast and Furious. We know it's some really absurd agents type story, or we could have gone back to the old days with car racing. Oh no, agents. Okay, but yeah, it looks crazy. It looks insane, and I'm in. I just want to see just the stunts. It just looks really, really funny. Um, but yeah, I'm not expecting anything crazy from this beyond the stunts. So, but anyways, we have a couple more topics. So last trailer I'm going to talk about for today is a trailer called Anita. I don't know how to say the name of the movie. It's a film that's coming out in the film festival circuit. It's starring Adam Driver and Marion Cotillard. Directed by Leos Carax, the guy who did Boy Meets Girl. And I have to say, this seems rather interesting. I mean, I don't know what it's about. I assume it has to do with it has to deal with the birth of a child based on a father and a mother. Both actors, I think, in the context of the story. It looks interesting. It looks very abstract, and I like that. I like the imagery of it. I heard it's a musical, which was really interesting because I didn't get that from the trailer, but it looks rather interesting. So I'm curious to see it, and I think that pairing is also quite interesting too. But I just thought I would throw that in there. I thought it was an interesting trailer. I think you should go check it out. Very abstract and very I'm trying to think of a good word for it. Fascinating. I'd say it's very fascinating. So, all right, last two things to talk about. First thing is first. Second to last thing. The Flash is finally filming. It is official. The Flash is finally filming after many, many years of delays and many, many years of just directors just coming and going. The Flash is finally filming with Andy Muschietti directing the project, and Michael Keaton has confirmed to be coming back as Batman for the Flash. I'm really, really anticipating this because I really like what I'm hearing from it, and I like that they're kind of just going balls out with it. They're having Michael Keaton in it. They're having a brand new Supergirl. We're having, assumedly, other versions of different characters they have yet to announce. So I'm really, really interested to see what they do with this. I liked Ezra Miller's Flash. I don't think it's a great Flash. I mean, Zack Snyder kind of tried to polish that character by giving him certain traits recently, to which, hey, that might have been the intent the whole time. I don't know. I didn't see that, and I'm not an expert on ADHD, so I can't say if that is a good portrayal of that such thing. But be upfront with the audience as well. If that was your intention, like have someone vocalize, "Hey, Barry has ADHD," so that because the audience is not. Some people are familiar with it, but someone like me is not familiar with that. So I have to be told that this person is this, versus assuming things, and I don't think anyone wants to assume anything. So. Um, Nevertheless, though, I'm curious if that element's going to be in the Flash. If ADHD is a part of Andy Muschietti's Flash movie, we'll see though. Um, but I liked his Flash though, in both the Whedon cut and the Snyder cut. So I am interested to see him now paired up with Andy Muschietti. Um, so I'm really excited for this. I think it's going to be hopefully a lot of fun. And seeing, of course, the It films, I can see a vibe that's probably going to be formed based off Andy Muschietti's catalog of movies. And I vibe with it. I vibe with it. And I'm definitely in. So, all right. And the last thing we're going to talk about for today is Black Panther 2. Black Panther 2 will be filming in July in Georgia, despite the news happening right now, of course, with certain laws being passed. They are beginning to film this year, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see how they form this film, and how they get put all these pieces together, and ultimately what the story is going to be. Because Ryan Coogler's been really hard at work trying to craft a story for Black Panther 2, and I am going to be watching it. I didn't love the first Black Panther film. I've grown to appreciate it more over the years, way before Chadwick's passing. I'm not saying Chadwick's passing had anything to do with it, but I had grown an appreciation for Black Panther, and of course the impact that it made around the world is insane. And Black Panther 2 is obviously highly anticipated, and I would say it's probably one of my most anticipated projects from Marvel, if not my most anticipated. I mean, Moon Knight I would say is my most anticipated, but Black Panther 2 is definitely in the top 3, top 5. So very interested to see how they craft the story, ultimately how they pay tribute to the late Chadwick Boseman, who is likely to win an Oscar this weekend. So yeah, I'm excited. It's exciting to know that they're going to start filming soon. We're probably going to hear a lot of newscastings or a lot of casting news very, very soon. It's very late, guys. My words are starting to jumble, so I'm sorry. But yeah, I am excited for Black Panther 2, and I'm looking forward to hearing who's a part of it. Obviously, Letitia Wright, Daniel Kaluuya. I'm trying to remember the other name. Shit, the lady from The Walking Dead. She's also going to be in it too. I forgot her name. I'm sorry. I assume Michael B. Jordan will probably be in it. I assume. Or maybe in some flashback sequence. I don't know. But yeah, I am excited. I'm very, very excited for Black Panther 2, and hoping that they stick the landing and they pay a great tribute to Chadwick Boseman, obviously. So. But yeah, guys, that is it for the news for today. We talked a lot about Marvel today, and a lot about just other trailers and stuff going on. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm pretty exhausted, so if you guys see just in the video, just tired. Just been pretty busy lately, as I explained up top. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will get to that Mortal Kombat video very, very soon. And I'm going to go hit the hay, because I'm really tired right now, and I just need to go rest. So thank you guys for watching. You guys let me know your thoughts on all this. Be safe, be protected, wash your hands, social distancing, and we'll get through this together. You guys have a good night. Peace.